Hey everybody, it's Christine Burke here, Forensic Genetic Genealogist, and today we're going to talk about genetic genealogy for law enforcement. And why do I insist that you guys should be definitely using genetic genealogy? Well, because it's absolutely amazing. So first of all, let me back up a little bit and talk about my background. Who am I to talk about this? Well, I'm a longtime police officer, major case detective, and sergeant, retired, of course. So I understand what the job entails. I also have been in the position where I understand not having any answers and not having any resources just plain sucks. I've also experienced what I call DNA drama, in that DNA revealed to me, unfortunately, that 75% of my family was not as I knew it. And I took a lot of years to understand and learn everything about genetic genealogy. And here's the zero-sum answer. If I can find a father in a few hours, I can do that for a killer too. And that's why it's imperative, I feel, that you all in every police agency should be using genetic genealogy to solve cases, both cold and new cases. It's simply amazing what genetic genealogy can do for you. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what is it? Don't we have CODIS? Why can't we just use that? You're probably also saying, who's got money for all this? Which I totally get it. And we won't even mention the D word, okay? But I've got some answers for you, and I've got a solution for you. And I'm here just to say, please, please, please take a moment to listen to me, and let's have a conversation about how we can get this going for you, okay? So going back to CODIS, right? DNA has been used in law enforcement for a very long time. But the technology has become somewhat outdated, right? As we move on in the years, things get easier. We learn new things, and genetic genealogy is the next generation of what I call lead generation, okay? Getting leads, finding suspects, getting names, getting something to go on, all right? Now, CODIS is great, but it doesn't work as well as it should. And why is that? Because with CODIS, we need pretty much a one-to-one match. So if your offender is not in the database, your case is going nowhere. Instead, with genetic genealogy, we are able to determine the suspect or the person of interest because of their ancestors, okay? So all we need is the ancestors, which then point us down to give us the leads, the suspects, the potential names for our unidentified deceased people, okay? It's all about the ancestors. And that's what makes it so much more incredible, that we can literally get leads and suspects and surnames in just a few hours. That's why it's just so amazing. If you haven't seen it, let me show you what DNA can do for you. Now, when it comes to funding, right, you've got a set budget every year, and you probably only have so much to use on forensics, to use on lab work. Well, and I know these cases are costing anywhere, if you want to outsource it, anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 per case. It's untenable, right? That's just not going to happen. That's more than one agency I spoke to. That's their entire DNA and forensics budget for the entire year. So that doesn't work, right? You can't really take advantage of it. And that's why I started training our police to do the investigations part in-house. Okay, so once you take my training class, you're good to go as far as what they call the forensic matching service, okay, the investigation on the relatives. So all you have to do is pay for the lab services that start at around $450. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? So I implore you, please, let's have a conversation. I mean, can you see the smile on my face? I just can't tell you how amazing this is. It will renew your faith in being able to do a job well done. And not only that, it will empower you guys within the community, that it will help elevate your image, your I don't know, acceptance in the community, that now you're using this tool and you're behind getting answers for your citizens, right? It's just a win-win-win all around. You will be so excited when you see what it can do. The citizens, the crime victims, the people that have gone so long without answers, it really is amazing. All right. So I would love to have a conversation with you so that we can learn more about how to get it implemented in your department. Okay. Maybe you've got a horrific case that's been bothering you for a long time. Let's just get started. Let's start using genetic genealogy today, and let's do it in a way that works for you and your department. All right. Thank you. First of all, I got to say thank you for your continued service. I don't know if I could still do my job today, but what I am doing is I'm trying to bring this amazing technology to as many police departments as possible. So if you would consider liking and sharing, please reach out. I'll put the website down below, and I would love to have a conversation so I can show you the power of this amazing technology, and we can just let it loose on the world. Thank you, and be safe.